I will start with Ndungu. Ndungu asked whether there is effect on the current stock of housing in Kenya. And I know it listed some thoughts of China, whereby China has over 65 million housing units which are not occupied. Here in Kenya, our observation has been that there is houses, of course, which are not occupied, but these are high-end houses in those big estates like Kilimani. Actually, I work around Kilimani area. I have seen several houses which are not occupied, including offices and residential areas. But when you go to informal settlements, for example, Kibra or Kibera, I used to stay there some times back. In Kibera, it can take you up to 2 years for you to get a vacant house. And it is a neighbor, someone whom you know, a friend or a relative who will vacate, then you get into that house. So I would assure you that there is no vacant houses in informal settlements. And over 60% of the people in Nairobi stay in informal settlements. And another observation I've seen is that over 85%, actually 85%, some researchers say 85% of the people in Nairobi, they are tenants. When you go to Johannesburg, it is 42%. Cairo, it is 62%. So you can see in Kenya, the population is high, and the current stock is there in the high-end areas, but in the people who need these houses, they do not have that current stock idle. The question of linkages between the four pillars, that was a good challenge, and we have been looking at it. Number one, I would comment on 2 ways. Number one, there is a linkage between housing and healthcare. One of the things we have been fighting to have is that the people who will benefit from these housing units should be engaged or should be given a chance to say how they want their houses to look like. We should not have just housing blocks everywhere.